Hi, I'm Eric Dewey.
And this is Steve O'Mooney.
And I'm Matthew Renfro.
And we're Socially Awkward. You're listening to another great production on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Check out more shows at foureyedradio.com. Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this Four-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
The summer's over, this town is closing. They're waving people out of the ocean. We had the feeling like we were floating. We never noticed where time was going. Do you remember when we first got here? The days were longer, the nights were higher. Now it's September, the engine started. You're empty-handed and heavy-hearted. But just remember on the way home, that you were never meant to feel alone. It takes a little while, but you'll be fine.
Summer's over, people.
The summer's over. You know what I mean? It's still 100.
It is still 100
degrees outside, dude.
But Labor Day, no more white.
Yeah, man. So that means that's what that is, right? That's what they're celebrating, right? No more white for the rest of the year?
No more, yeah, you can't wear white shirts.
White shoes.
Or pants.
Yeah, just you can't wear white.
It's frowned upon to be white.
After Labor Day.
In Ferguson.
Ooh, yes.
But, it's, yeah, Labor Day, summer's over. John Mayer, we thought that'd be appropriate.
Yeah, summer's over. This town is closing. It's a good land.
That is a good, it's a good little jam. J. May, dude. That was off of a little bumper he put out a couple summers back. Paradise Valley? Yeah. Wasn't that last year?
It was last year, yeah. That's a good one. I slept on.
You know what? It was snoozed on because he didn't have a tour along with it because his voice went out. Sing. And I think that it would not have been as slept on if he had the tour.
I like that album a lot.
That's live, or that's music these days. If you don't have a tour, you're not putting music out.
Yeah,
because nobody knows you're still alive.
It is crazy to think about. Now they all have to tour. Like, what's his name? Eminem and Rihanna got to team up and do that one, and Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think they've known each other for a while.
Oh, sure. I heard Jay-Z's sticking it to Rihanna now. Maybe they're going to start touring it.
Really?
Isn't that what you heard? Or was that just me?
Who told you that?
I've been reading some pretty viable sources.
Really?
Yeah, I read it on Reddit.
Read it on Reddit.
Mm-hmm. So it's got to be real.
Sticking it to Rihanna.
Yeah, right after the J-Law nudies.
Did you see those? Yeah, wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Now, did you have a moment where you're like, what? That's an intrusion of their privacy, but, I mean, let's make sure that, it was done tastefully.
I'm not going to not look at those.
You didn't look at them?
Out there.
You did look at them?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know what?
This is wrong.
Yeah, you can't know that's out there and not.
How'd you look?
You have not seen these.
I have not.
You haven't seen any of them.
I haven't.
You haven't seen one.
I haven't seen any of them.
Are you doing this in the interest of a girlfriend listening to this, or have you not seen these?
I really haven't seen them.
You know, they were a little saggier than I thought they would be.
J-Law?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. They were nice. You know what? She's just, posing like she would pose. I feel bad for her because I'm looking at these things. She would probably send her boyfriend these.
It is crazy that
she's just a normal girl.
Yeah.
What girlfriend hasn't done that?
Yeah.
Hey, well, we won't ask. I know that I've forced some girlfriends to take some pictures. Take some pics.
You forced some girlfriends.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks.
Is there any other way you want to phrase that? You forced some girls to
I
take
didn't
some pictures.
force anything. It's the old,
Yeah, if you don't do it, I'm going to fucking hit you.
The playful back and forth, the insinuation of, hey, we haven't seen each other in like 3 weeks. You know, if you're traveling or whatever. Send me some nudies. It's always a weird one, though. Because there's always that long... Then they decide they're maybe going to do it, and then there's that
prep time.
20-minute, yeah. And
all of a sudden, you forgot you even asked. And then
yeah, exactly.
You're in the bank, the line at the bank. You're like, oh, my God.
Holy bejesus.
No, yeah, that is an invasion of privacy, Mike.
She was sending some nudies. Upton's on there.
Kate Upton's on there.
Kate Upton was doing it in hers, yeah. She really let it happen. And then you can the thing about the Upton pics is you're scrolling through and all of a sudden you see Verlander's situation.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I want to see that's a curveball.
Yeah,
if I may,
that
you know
was,
what I mean. Yeah, and he's got the tightest pants in all the land, dude.
He's wearing tight pants.
He does definitely rock some tight pants.
He's not wearing pants in this picture.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Well, remind me not to ever look at that.
Well, you know you have to suffer through that to get to Kate Upton's pictures. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
If somebody told you had to look at Justin Verlander's whole situation
to look at Kate Upton,
just to look at Kate Upton, 5 pictures of Kate Upton, or probably more than that, and a video.
I'd probably look at Justin's penis.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. I can't believe I just said those words in a.
I mean, a lot of people out there are like, you know what? Yeah, I'd look at it.
Oh, man. Tigers, dude. Get on the bump.
Who else was on there? There was a bunch of this very creepy Labor Day. That was actually Labor Day's gift to everybody.
Did they know? Did they have any idea who did this?
There was somebody. I don't know.
Into some database.
They got into the iCloud thing. The iPhone has, you keep your data in a cloud, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means, but it's vulnerable.
Sounds like it.
And Apple stock went down $5 today. If you're wanting to know some real news, and what's supposed to be the big launching of the new iPhone just got hindered by the iCloud getting all fucked up.
That's not good, man. At least
so I bet it was somebody from Samsung that did this.
That's probably a good guess.
It's pretty accurate, I think. So, so that is what happened on Labor Day.
That's how Jennifer Lawrence celebrated Labor Day. How did you celebrate Labor Day?
Me, I stayed in and looked at Jennifer Lawrence pictures.
Oh, my God.
I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I
made a bowl of popcorn and stayed a whole day on the couch.
I ended up doing quite a bit of comedy. I did Speakeasy on Friday, Speakeasy twice on Saturday, Stand Up Scottsdale on Sunday.
I was there for that. It was a good show.
The Ice House Tavern on Monday. We did a show with Jet Ski Johnson, who is the director of this film that this little short movie that we just put out. Some of you might have seen it. Called Charlie. Yeah, so,
that was funny, man.
Yeah, that thing's blown up on Funny or Die. So vote for Funny and get on there. But so I did a gang of comedy. I did about 5 shows.
Nice
for the 3-day weekend. So
Very
that was
nice.
good. Yeah.
Back in, it's Labor Day out here, like all of summer, it's different from growing up.
Summer's over.
Yeah, but back then you felt it was really over.
Town is closing.
Yeah. They're waving people out of the ocean. But, like back in Cincy, you'd have, I remember we always had the WEBN fireworks and the battle of, what was it, the river battle or whatever? You get as many people as you can.
Battle of Gettysburg.
Not Gettysburg. I'm talking about where all the people in Kentucky get on their side of the river, and everybody in Cincinnati, and we try and be who's going to be louder across the river before the fireworks. And the fireworks were great.
You sure that wasn't the Battle of Gettysburg?
I'm pretty sure no. Yeah,
okay.
The Battle of Gettysburg did not involve 2 cities yelling across the river at each other. Yeah,
I always called it that.
I would check your facts on that, but
I would just say you shouldn't assume I'm wrong because you know what assuming does.
Oh my God.
So don't assume I'm wrong on that.
Either way, it still doesn't feel like summer's quite over out here in Arizona. It is still
well. Summer doesn't feel like anything.
Blazing hot.
Winter doesn't feel like anything. We just have a weird. We got 2. I always say we got 2 seasons out here, heaven and hell. And this is the end of hell. We're at the gates of hell, so to speak, figuratively speaking. And We are not even done yet. September's hot as fuck.
Still hot.
And
Absolutely.
October's hot as shit. But
then
it kind of starts waning. This is the waning.
patio weather in you.
It's actually going to be high 90s this weekend.
I'm into that.
Yeah, I think. Or low hundreds. It's going to be nice this weekend.
All right.
Football weather.
Low hundreds.
Low
Football
hundreds.
weather.
Which
yes,
is
dude,
glorious.
Speaking of football, we're back at it, man. Tomorrow night.
You want to
Kickoff.
dive into it? I was going to dive into Obama's week. You want to go football?
Whatever you want to do, man.
You sure you don't want to talk about ISIS?
I'm all set on ISIS.
Oh, we can go to football. All I was thinking was we were talking about it last week, though. I was thinking about going to work today and thinking how I had a stressful, I was like, shit, I got to do this. I got some emails I got to reply to.
Yeah.
Imagine waking up like Obama and being like, they cut another dude's head off?
Yeah, and they want you to
They
stop.
cut another motherfucker's head off.
Yeah. What?
I'll be a motherfucker.
I think he's not sleeping at this point.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. We got to kill these motherfuckers.
Everybody. Every last one of them.
Biden came out strong today.
I didn't see what he said.
He said some gates of hell shit.
Really?
He was like, these fucking dudes are going down. That was actually kind of cool. It's fucked up shit over in ISIS. I just hope we don't have to lose any of our good brothers and sisters in this fucking thing called war, but fuck those guys. They can't keep killing our men. That's my little rant. Obama's having a tough week.
Yeah, I think we
Guy
all
deserves a blowjob.
Jesus Christ. Maybe get Verlander in there. Give him old.
Give
him a slow-handed
show
curve.
him one picture of Verlander's dick and 7
fine.
pictures of Kate
And then
Upton
you're
and
set.
tell him to calm down.
Calm down.
I bet Obama leaked those J-Law things.
He's probably got access to everything. Somebody get me Jennifer Lawrence's titties in here.
Right? I wonder if Putin did it just to distract America.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like where your head's at, dude.
But back to real shit. It is football season. Officially, not yet.
Kickoff
This
tomorrow.
week. Yeah, when you guys
Packers,
listen to this,
Seahawks.
hopefully you listen to this on a Thursday. But you can really listen to this any day of the week. It could be months from now. I'll be honest with you. But
Whenever you press play.
just know that in our lives right now, football is occurring. And tomorrow it kicks off with, I'll tell you what we got. Tomorrow's a little doozy. Packers Seahawks.
I know.
A lot of people are up in the air on this. Who you got? It's in Seattle.
I like the Seahawks at home.
I do too.
Yeah.
Somebody was trying to talk shit to me, saying the Packers are going to win.
Well, that was a Packers fan. That was Dallas.
Well, no, it was like a real person.
Oh, not your idiot buddy.
Yeah.
You're like, who's a Packers moron? You're like, okay, well, you realize you're a Packers fan. It's like when I
wearing
the
Brett
Bengals are gonna
Favre jersey. And
when
he's like,
people
dude, the
look at
Packers
us-
are going to...
Yeah, when the people look at us and we're like, the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl. And they're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, you're from Cincinnati.
I like the Hawks tomorrow night. We did fantasy draft last night and getting ready for the season.
That was fun. That was a good time, dude. Lots of. You got to put some faces to some team names.
Yeah, right?
Figure out who's going to be
Yeah.
who. You're like,
you're Titty Sprinkles?
oh, really? You're AZ Angry Birds.
Yeah, right?
Is that you?
That's what you went with?
Casey Beastmaster.
I always
Some of
did.
these
Last
guys.
year I was Jeff Fisher's mustache.
Really?
Oh,
For Halloween, or that was your actual name?
was my name, my team name, because I think that's one of the more formidable things in the NFL.
That's a hell
I'm
of a
trying to
mustache.
get-
She's actually riding out a goatee now because he's got a little bit of a chin thing going on.
I know I've changed
He's
the name
gained some
because
weight.
because of his facial hair. I couldn't change that name, or I had to change the name. I have a good name in another league. It's Funky as Your Last Cut.
Oh, Outcast.
It's pretty good. Outcast. Also, if you cut somebody, I might pick them up. You know what I mean? And I'm only as funky as that.
It's
kind of a double entendre.
I see what you did. I see what you did.
Yeah, it's kind of deep.
Fantasy drafts are funny, though. I found myself the best is you're looking. It'll be on my tombstone. I was a little unprepared. I did not bring a lot. I just
You didn't even
I
bring a
was just
pen.
going off a cell phone situation there.
Yeah.
But anyways,
How'd your team end up last year? Not bad, right?
Not bad at all. Yeah, I mean, I made the playoffs. But
Did you?
Yeah.
How many people make the playoffs? It was like
Six,
six
I
people,
think.
yeah. And what was it, 10 or 12 people? 12
Yeah,
people?
I did okay.
Yeah,
and
you
I did the same
I
thing
did
last year.
horribly last year.
Well, my thing
and
is,
I was prepared.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's what
Doug Martin.
The only time I've ever done well in fantasy was when I didn't over prepare for it. I just went with whatever was up there.
That's hilarious. So that's what you go with. You know, the only time I've ever succeeded in life is when I've been
Not in life,
extremely
in a
unprepared.
fantasy football draft.
Dude, fantasy football is real life to a lot of people, bro.
Okay.
There's real greenbacks on the line.
And those people really normally
Real
don't have a real
greenbacks,
life.
dude.
But I like
Cash
being
money.
the guy who leans over like, hey, how do you feel about Roddy White? He's off the board, man. He's been off the board
Oh,
for
yeah.
like 3 rounds.
Hey, you think I'm gonna get a steal here? What do you think? You can't believe
Michael Floyd's still out there, huh? He's
Yeah,
not out there. That's why he's
not there.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Off
and
the
then,
board.
Yeah, and then I gotta look through. You're like, oh my god. And then, dude, you had a strong draft there the first couple rounds. Those guys were sucking your balls, dude.
Dude, I got my balls swabbed up, dude. I brought heat, dude. Because I came very prepared, dude. Last night was my 3rd fantasy draft. I'm in 3 leagues. # spreading yourself too thin. I'm really bringing it this year, though. I got a couple of $50 leagues and a $75 league. So I figure if I win one, it'll kind of even out. And then if you win 2, which might not happen, but, or I get like 2nd place in another one, I'll be good. I got some nice squads. I went all in on is Andre Ellington.
Yeah. Cardinals running back.
All
He's
in.
good.
Have him in every league I'm in.
I got Peyton Manning for the first time I've ever had him.
That's exciting. I've never had him.
I am excited about that.
I've never had him.
Yeah.
I've heard good things.
I've played against him, and I've always been like, God damn it. Fucking
Yeah.
Peyton Manning destroyed my team.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to be that guy on the other side of it this time.
I waited till round 8 to get Tom Brady.
That's good. That was really good. Somebody got Cutler in round 10. I
thought that was good, too. I was going to take Cutler or Brady, but I took Cutler in another league.
Matt
Because
Stafford.
he could get injured.
Honestly,
Cutler
I've had Matt Stafford as a fantasy quarterback the past like 3 or 4 years, and he's good. He's a decent fantasy quarterback. He's got that guy.
He slings it.
He's got that guy Megatron.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, good guy. That guy's good at football.
Yeah, it'll be a fun fantasy year. We got
get
that starting up. We got fantasy draft is always fun. There was a couple of strangers that we met last night. First of all, there was the one dude that was in our draft last night that I had no idea who he was. And I was the guy, at some point, like round 4, he went and got a beer, and I leaned over to the guy that we know, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And why is he looking at my sheet? And why is he he's talking to me like I fucking know him? That was weird.
That's a good feeling, though. And then they're like, dude, that guy's running the league. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, something like that. Or like, dude, that's Howard.
Oh.
He's banging what's-her-nuts.
She's right there.
And she's right there, yeah.
She's sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that
then
was bad.
How about when those the girls come? I don't remember anybody. I remember my friends, my girlfriend, my family, and that's it. Name-wise and stuff, that's all I know. Those are the only, you know what I mean? Those are the only people I know. And then
we were at a bar doing this.
Yeah, we were doing this at a bar. And the girls come in like, hey, John, Mike. Who are you? Who are you?
I was going to guess names. I did the.
At that point,
I
you
hate
decided
those.
You didn't even hear hello.
I hate those situations because you have to say something, and I think I went with.
Hey, Sugar Tits.
Funny seeing you here.
Yeah,
funny seeing you here.
You did.
That's stupid to say.
Hey, funny seeing you here. That is hilarious.
And then I didn't say anything else to her.
We keep doing this. We keep running into each other here.
Oh, this is so. You know what this is? It's that Alanis Morissette song. Isn't this ironic?
Don't you think?
And then just kind of
fade back into the fantasy draft.
I bet you thought that happiness was a mat that sits on your doorway.
Oh man!
Just hit her with Matchbox 20 lyrics.
Why not? It's 3 a.m. It must be lonely. But and then we've got our KC guy. Anytime you'll hear him if you're at that bar.
This guy is consistent because he'll let you know even if you've been told 5 times, he'll let you know where he's from.
Yeah, be like, hey, where are you from? Kansas City, right?
Born and raised.
He doesn't even say yes.
Yeah.
He immediately
Born and
says,
raised.
Born and raised.
I feel like that's a Midwest thing to say though. Like a
Born and
Midwest
raised.
city. Born and raised, yeah.
Left when I was 23, been here ever since.
Yeah.
Love it out here, but home is home, you know. Yeah, right. Shit like that.
Love going back. Tough to leave. Yeah, mom and pop still back there.
Man, that
You
barbecue.
had that barbecue, yeah.
Can't beat that barbecue. Just naming all the things everybody knows about Kansas City.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got the stadiums on right off the highway. You get off, it's the same parking lot.
Tell you, a lot of people think best burger in town is out here
Oklahoma
in
Joe's?
Phoenix. It's in Kansas City.
Yeah. That barbecue.
I'll tell you, and it's off the beaten path. A lot of people don't know
I'll
that.
take you. You ever come to Kansas City with me? I'm never coming to Kansas City with you, man.
I'll tell you right now, you go past the 43, you went too far. You went too far. That's like all the Midwest directions are always something. There's always one thing where it's like you gone too far.
Yeah, exactly. If
You see the county line water tower, you go ahead and turn around.
Yeah, you've gone way too far.
You went too far.
And that's a bad feeling when you're reading the directions and
Double
you're reading
back.
what you're looking at.
It's like, dude, it is 2014. I'm going to Google map that.
You fucking give me the address.
Just know that you've gone too far.
Born and raised in Kansas City.
Where are you from? You from Kansas City?
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Yeah.
And then we had, I'm pretty sure like one guy was high on cocaine. The guy putting the stickers up on the
He
thing.
might have had a stutter.
Yeah, something. Well, who knows? One or the other.
He was speaking quickly.
Either way.
And he was talking a lot of shit about everybody else's team.
Yeah.
And then he was also, I always loved the dude during the fantasy draft that round 6 is like, this is it. It's done. Based on pure speculation, I've won the league.
I've won
the league. Bring the cash. Somebody always does that. And then I'm usually the guy that just says, okay, Jake Plummer's sitting there. Who's going to draft him?
You're also the
Jake
okay
the
guy. You get someone will put that sticker up there because it was a live draft, and you literally went and got the name and put it up on the board.
Yeah.
And there were a couple times, I had
who me
everybody's like a
specifically?
questionable, not a like a they. Everybody has their own favorites. You know what I mean? Other people are higher on people than somebody else. You know what I mean? And so you go and reach for somebody, and you just get a quick okay from Mike in the background, and you're like, "What's up?" Oh no, it's good.
Oh, no, I'll do the real passive. It's a good value pick.
Yeah, man.
It's a good value pick, man.
And they're just like,
which is such a condescending way to say, like,
they're trying to justify what they did. Like, well, like, dude, like, I like my family.
Hey, man, somebody had to take him.
Yeah. Somebody's got to catch the touchdowns. Yeah.
Bishop Sankey, someone had to do it.
Yeah.
It's a good running attack.
I was thinking about it. I didn't do it, but I was thinking about it.
Oh, man.
You took Riley Cooper.
I took Riley Cooper. That stirred some emotions.
That's a race draft situation.
I didn't actually mean to do it, but he was sitting there, and I actually think he'll be all right. They gave him $20 million this year.
You didn't mean to do it? Like you walked up there and grabbed
I didn't need to do it, but he was sitting there, and I thought it was a good value pick.
Really? Yeah. Your own advice. And I probably took
advice.
Danny Woodhead entirely too high.
A little too early.
But this guy, Scarface, was
This guy was reliving the last 15 minutes of Scarface.
He would not let me go with the Danny Woodhead, dude. Every time
he was hating on you?
he's just coming up. Like, can't believe you took Danny Woodhead.
Danny Woodhead gets touches, though.
It gets
It's a
touchdowns as
PPR
well.
league.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll get like
either way.
He'll get like 15 touches a game, and 6 of them will be catches.
It was just funny. This guy was a mess. And then you're
great.
looking at he would look at
my team,
your team, and then he'd look at his team.
He gave me 3 firm handshakes.
Yeah,
based on a couple of picks.
And I still don't know his name. But he's a circle that date kind of guy.
I changed my team name to Locker Room Leaders too, because you know what I drafted over anything is just good locker room guys.
Is that a stat that you look for in a fantasy player?
Yeah, I mean,
best speeches in the locker room before and after games.
Well, it's just like, what's he doing off the field? Is he a family guy?
Really?
Yeah. How many kids does he have? Yeah. Does he want a family?
Is he a father first?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Great wide receiver. Better father.
That's what I want in my wide receivers.
I got Crabtree, dude. You know why? Because I think he's about to prove some people. He's got, what did he do? In a contract year and facing one of the league's softest secondaries.
Softest?
To start the year. I don't know who he's going. I like Michael Crabtree this year.
Dude, Michael Crabtree is a boss. Even though they lost that game.
Texas Tech. How about Tech? We were talking about that last night. Texas Tech game. That Texas
Tech.
Woo!
It's a hell of a game.
That's all I think of when I think of Michael Crabtree. And I'm a Texas fan, obviously.
I remember.
As we know. And now they got Charlie Strong, so I'll be back on that
Oh,
bandwagon.
you back on it? Jumping on? Oh, my God.
Pulled a hammy.
Yeah, running after it. Hey, slow down. I got to jump back on.
Charlie Strong, not looking weak. David Ash already got a concussion, though. Never trusted him anyway. But, yeah, we were talking about that Crabtree catch. That was crazy. I remember, that was one of those games, that Texas Tech game. I remember exactly where I was.
Because we were shit drunk at a
Native New
Yorker wing joint.
With a couple of guys biking home. Motorcycles.
One of those times where you're sitting there, everybody's drinking, you're like, you still remember that they're riding a motorcycle, and you're like, you're definitely keeping up, if not surpassing us on beers drank.
I think he snuck a shot in.
Yeah, and you're like, do you remember that you're riding a motorcycle home, right? You don't? Oh, you don't care.
Those are bad days, dark days. Yeah. We were doing some stupid stuff back then. Same guy riding that motorcycle, writing a novel called Life in the Beaver Pond.
In between shots, looking at you like,
one of our buddy's fathers. Yeah, writing a book. called Life in the Beaver Pond.
Yeah. You ready for the shot? Bam. Slamming it and right back at the
Life in the
chapter
Beaver Pond. Jesus, you think he's got the drip?
I don't know, man.
He's probably banged a couple of older women unprotected. Well, speaking of which, did you know syphilis, tertiary syphilis, makes your nose fall off?
Did not see this coming. But,
I'm learning a lot. I'm watching this new show, The Knick.
I did know that there are stages of syphilis, yes. And this day and age, with penicillin.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking 1900, yeah. You're going to have your nose fall off.
All right. You would
early 18th, what is that? Early 20th century?
Syphilis is not fun. Yeah,
right at the turn,
terrible.
yeah. McKinley was in office.
When it starts to get really
tertiary,
your nose can fall off. That's
It'll
crazy.
go ahead and fall right off.
That would be fucked up, dude.
I'm watching this show, dude. You got to check it out, dude. The Knick, Clive Owen. He's doing it, dude. You kind of forget about Clive Owen. I always remember him from the first time I saw him in that. Remember that movie, Arthur? Or King Arthur or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
He was in that movie. That movie was fucking badass.
King Arthur. Is that the one with Richard Gere or with Sean Connery?
Not Sean Connery.
Knights of the Round Table or whatever?
No, there was a cheesy one, yeah. I think you're thinking of the cheesy one. May God bless you. That was aggressive. That's all over your face, man. And, no, it was a badass movie, though. It was one of Clive Owen's first one. Antoine Fuqua, who would later go to direct Training Day and is now directing The Equalizer with Denzel Washington, initially directed this film. I think I'm wrong on the name of it, but it was a good movie back in the day. Either way, Clive Owen in The Knick now. It's a show there on Cinemax about this famous hospital in New York City. Pretty much the guy that started the trend towards modern medicine. It's
Really?
fucking crazy, dude. It starts with a C-section done in the 1900s. Spoiler alert, doesn't end well. Does not end well for mother or baby. It's because they're just... Dude. Oh, it's fucked up.
What do you use, like a garden hose, or what happens? Actually, I don't
dude, it's so much blood. It's a gnarly show because of that.
Know, man.
It's good though. It's so good.
Yeah.
There's probably 5 minutes in each episode where you're like, holy shit.
So it's called the Knicks, the New York Knicks.
The Knick is based on the Knickerbocker, is what the thing was called, and then Knickerbockers is what the Knicks are named after. I don't know enough about New York history. But the show is fucking good because it's like a period piece, and then it's also a hospital drama, and it's also got some underlying racial ties
I like
to
that.
it. Yeah.
That's a good feeling. But I remember Clive Owen in. He was with Jennifer Aniston. I remember.
Oh,
him.
that was a good one. An Exhibit.
Yeah, what was the name? I forget the name.
I don't
of the movie.
remember.
We should know this, but
I don't remember what
I do
that
remember
was called at all.
It was like something like.
We can IMDb this one.
They went to. I remember he was married or she was married, and they went to.
Things got real.
And it was about to go
escalated
down.
quickly.
You're about to
one.
see Jennifer Aniston in all her glory, and then it didn't happen. And then
have we seen her? I've seen her. We saw her ass in one movie, didn't we?
The Breakup, I think you get this year, but
you're right.
That's a good movie, by the way.
King Arthur was the film's name. 2004, and then what you're thinking of? You got a memory of it?
No, I have no idea what the name might be.
Oh, where is it?
It's like one word.
Closer?
It's one word.
It's Closer, I think.
No, I don't think it's Closer.
All right, I think it is.
Either way, yeah, I remember that. Clive Owen's good, dude. I'll check that out. I'll check out the Knick. I'm still, like I said, dude. It's been months, but I'm Mad Men in.
Yeah,
I just watched a really, really good episode.
Derailed.
That's
what it was.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Closer. I know what Closer is.
Yeah.
He was in that. That was actually a good movie too.
But you sounded pretty confident when you made me look like.
You know what he was also was in? Children of Men was fantastic. He's been in some good ones, dude.
See, that's what happens with IMDb. All of a sudden,
I know.
you're like, holy shit, he's in that movie.
He's a good. You know, he makes smart decisions in his films. You guys might be subject to a couple of weird noises there, based on some ads that are going on. But he makes good choices, makes sound choices, which is what, like, if you would compare his whole career has been pretty good choices, and this is a good TV move. But like McConaughey, the last 5 years has made like amazing choices to get his whole thing back on track.
But he went off rail there.
It's
he
hard
was
to do.
derailed, if I may.
You know,
he derailed there for a while, off track. It's hard to stay.
Good segue.
Think about how good, or think about De Niro. How De Niro started his career.
Now you think he's senile. Now you're like, why is De Niro in this movie? Yeah, De Niro.
But he was so good.
He was
for 25 years.
He chose the right roles, but he also didn't deviate from his wheelhouse either that much.
Pacino. Think about the movies Pacino started.
Pacino deviated from his wheelhouse a little bit.
He did. But, I mean, to start, they could have given him the award in 1977.
Serpico, what?
Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog Day.
Both Godfathers.
And then did he do Godfather?
Both
or was
Godfathers.
That before?
I think Dog Day is either the year before or the same year as The Godfather.
And then who directed Dog Day? Wasn't that a good director?
Oh, I don't know.
It was somebody that was good, though, at the time, right? Or something?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, it was a good movie. And Pacino would kind of stay in his wheelhouse a little bit. He took probably more chances than De Niro did. De Niro kind of...
But still, I mean, to think, it's hard to do that. That's why there's only a few names like that are like just crushed through a career. McConaughey had a weird period, and now he's back on top.
McConaughey deviated from the norm quite a bit, but he also got paid.
Yeah.
And then that's always the tough catch-22. It's like, Denzel rarely ever steps off. He does, though.
Yeah, he does.
He definitely does.
Like, what?
Sometimes it's like, ooh, that was bad. Like the Precinct 1, 2, 3, or what was that one? Remember that
bad?
One? The train one?
No, Pelican something?
The Pelican Brief is good.
No, not Pelican Brief. I know what you're talking about. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I didn't see it.
That was legitimately, like, I was in it, and I was like, why am I here? Should I get out of here?
And even he was bad? Like, were there moments where...
He wasn't bad. That's the thing. He's never bad, but the film itself could be bad.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like that much was that one with the time machine thing that he did.
Time machine?
Yeah, there was somebody else was in it, too. Jim Caviezel, I think, was in it. Exactly. I don't even remember what it was. It was so bad. He did one of those.
It's hard to stay on the...
But he's usually really good. He's one of the best actors of our generation.
Right. I don't think Clive Owen's there yet, but he is a
Clive Owen is not there at all, but he's made great choices. The Knick is his latest one. I vouch for it. What are you're watching just Mad Men now? You're trying to still catch up.
Mad Men, absolutely. Watching some sports. Last weekend we had college football. That was fantastic. It's just good. It was like good to wake up on a Saturday and the game's on, man. It was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I went to the ASU game last week.
There we go. That's awesome. How was that? I saw you posted a picture. Some guy. Tell me about that guy, dude. I like a guy like that.
I was looking to the right. This guy was alone. We were at this ASU Weber State game. So this is that first game. We're just going to stomp these kids out and get on out. End up putting up 45 spot on them. None of the starters played second half.
Hashtag DJ Foster.
And, DJ Foster was amazing. Taylor Kelly looked real strong. Jalen Strong had probably like 7 catches in the first half, just killing it. But I looked to my right when I was sitting down, and this guy was just so like well situated. You were like, this dude has been here before. He's probably like 45. He's got one of those chairs that you can like. Because in the ASU stadium, you don't have a back on the seats; it's just bleachers.
It's
so he's got one of those, chairs that you put on there, and he's got a back set up on it. He's got little bags underneath the chair that he can put like a game, directory in and shit. And then he's got his legs crossed. He's got binoculars.
I think you start with. He has his legs
crossed, binoculars around his neck. Game feed in his ears, headphones
Love
in.
that guy. It's one of my favorite guys.
And alone. And you're looking at all these people
normally
around
that guy
him.
doesn't have a wife.
There's some kids around him. I've got a picture on my Instagram feed. There are children there. I was like, the kids are his? No, the kids are not his. He's neglecting these children. He can't.
He's probably pissed off. He can't hear the game. Shut up over there. What
These kids are some other guy's kids. I noticed that. And this guy was just so in the zone and peaceful. And it was actually kind of amazing to see it because you know he has been looking forward to that moment all fucking week.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to take the trash out.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to clean the dishes.
He is not married. You know what I mean?
But he is probably married, right, in real
to
life?
ASU.
But yeah, he's married to ASU for that 3-hour period.
Dude, that is funny when you see a guy walking in with it. You're like, dude, what's this guy doing? But then you see him sitting down, and you're like,
he's
fuck,
doing it.
This guy did it, dude.
He's fucking
he is
doing
so
it.
much more comfortable than I am. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck am I sitting on?
And you're even mad. You're watching the game like you're an asshole watching the game.
And you're looking at
this
him.
guy's watching the game.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the game feed's good. I don't even know who calls the game. He probably knows them like so well. Like we know Marty and Cowboy.
I've done a Reds game with the feed in.
Oh, I have too.
I get it.
That's why I get it.
I haven't been to a game
dad
by
used to
myself.
do that.
My dad used to do it. I specifically remember him taking the earphones off. Like, what'd you say?
Excuse me? Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, we're at the game. He's like, I'm listening to Marty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at the game. I'm at the game.
He used to have those wireless ones, dude. He had wireless headphones. That was so weird. I remember that.
Ahead of the curve, dude.
Oh, my God.
On the headphone game.
Yeah, he was ahead of the curve on that. I didn't even know that technology worked. Wireless headphones that just got the radio. So you would never get those anymore, right? Because
I remember how looking at him like, Dad, you look so stupid. But now at this age, you're like, I get it.
Oh,
dude.
my God. He brought binoculars. Remember, you lost his binoculars.
I did. Well, I was
Or you
6.
lost his camera.
I don't know what happened. Maybe you shouldn't have given
No,
me
you weren't 6. I remember remembering that.
I was 8 then. You were 6.
I was 8. You were 10.
I remember being very sick.
You were an
very
adult.
young.
You were 24.
I do remember that.
I remember that was a big deal.
They were still
Those
they were
were
like $300 binoculars. Yeah. You know, let's be serious here. He gave it to his 10-year-old son and put him under a chair, and he forgot to get him. And then said, John, I can't believe you.
He was too distracted by the game feed.
Yeah.
On his
dude,
wireless
I remember he would.
headphones.
I will never forget being. I was in the choir.
I wish I could get those headphones.
He would do that. You know what he would do? He would do that in places that weren't the game too. He'd be at a one of our sporting events or something, and you'd be like,
Reds game.
Yeah, Dad, what are you doing? Hey, and he's like,
I just hit a double.
Yeah, I got Marty in there. I'm listening to the Reds game.
Yeah,
right
Barry
now.
Larkin did too.
Yeah,
he just cleared the bases.
So fun. I remember being in a choir concert.
What'd your double do?
And me and Corey Middleton were sitting there in this choir concert. And I'll never forget. I think it was either I saw it first or Corey saw it first, and he looks at me and says, "Oh my God, dude! I think I see your dad." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What's he doing?" And I'm like, "Look at the first row of the balcony." And this was in the junior high. This is a very small. It's not like a big, huge theater.
It's a legit theater, though.
But Jim Turner is in the first row of the balcony, just binocs, dude. For Bye Bye Birdie, the junior high presentation of Bye Bye Birdie, bonocking the stage, dude. It was so funny. And me and Corey are crying laughing in the
Dude.
in the thing. It was just funny. And then the best part was he had the binocs, but he's like trained on me and Corey. So he's like taking him down, looking at it, fucking with us. Oh my God. It was crazy.
He was a motherfucker.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, he did. If he knew how to do anything, it is how to embarrass us.
But I mean, sometimes it was so good, you just had to give it up. You'd be like, God
dude,
damn, that's bad.
I had a double header baseball game one time. It was a long day. It was a long day of baseball. And in between, he comes up and he's like, "Hey man, I got you some food." And I'm like in front of the entire team, and I'm like, "Oh man, he got me some food. He got me some Popeyes." And I opened the box. There are empty, the bones are bare. He ate all the food and he gave me this empty box of bones. And all my friends were like, "Damn, your dad did you like that?" I was like, "Damn, can't even be that mad."
But yeah, I mean, when you get got that bad, you're like, all right, give it up.
Dude, he would come to my sporting events and scream at the tallest dude on the other team and say, "Is that kid from Mars?"
Yeah, let me see his ID.
Let me see his ID.
I
Yeah.
remember, I was normally sitting right next to him, yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me see his ID was a good one. That is a good one. And then the kids run off the field at the same time. We're like, what the fuck, man? How's this kid this big?
We were 13.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's really good.
He never missed a game, though.
Yeah, give him that.
Oh, shit. But what else is
Speaking
going on?
Speaking of games, dude, so I was at work today. You're not supposed to use your phone at work, and I was thinking about how funny it was that I was risking getting in trouble at work to watch an AJ Green interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm excited for football. I didn't think I'd be this excited. And AJ,
I'm bummed up about it.
You
dude.
know what AJ's going to say. He's going to say nothing, really.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that he did say Hughes got him all over the place in the slot. Out over here on the X side. Hughes got him moving around, which I like.
He's everywhere?
He's everywhere. Like
That's exciting.
Larry Fitzgerald does that.
Yeah,
and because I feel like sometimes they're just able to shut AJ out if they just roll to us every time. Put two guys over here on him, and Andy's not going to force it in. If they move him around and make one guy make the matchups, I know it's about to be real fun.
Yeah,
and we're playing the Ravens. Remember last year the Ravens game?
Fuck the Ravens.
Yeah, fuck the Ravens.
Yeah, we lost in overtime.
Yeah, but crazy Hail Mary with AJ.
I was doing something that day because I don't remember watching that game, but I remember I was obviously seeing the highlights.
I do remember you were doing something.
Wasn't that at a wedding?
I watched it. Yes, you were, because I watched it by myself at Carolina's house, and Carolina was. We were newly this was first Bengals season that she's watched with me, and she was like,
"That's how you know that she's down."
Yeah, she went through it that first year, but she. I remember.
Let her be around for a 4-12 year, dude.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's when you know, dude.
Playoff run.
That's when you know.
True. The playoff run is easy, but she's like,
"Oh yeah, the playoff run's like, oh my god, you're the best boyfriend
Why is
ever."
your team so fucking
I love
horrible?
your team. Yeah,
fuck you.
4-11-1. Stick around for that year. See how my emotions flare.
Oh my god! But I remember she was like, "I'm gonna catch a nap." Or she was trying to stay positive, but at the same time, I remember we didn't score. We were like at the 5-yard line, and we went to we were at the 5-yard line, and we threw a pick or fumbled or something. And she's like, "It's fine because you have the second half." And I'm like, "No, you don't. We were gonna score. We gave points away. We didn't even get a field goal."
Oh, they don't get it.
Yeah, they don't get that. And there's like, "But it's fine because they didn't score either." And I'm like,
No.
And then you're just angry. And then she took a nap, and you're like, yes, please take a nap. And then AJ Green caught that touchdown. I was going crazy. And then she woke up like, see, I told you. And then we lost in overtime.
That touchdown was crazy. Why was I where was I?
I remember specifically that you weren't around because I was watching it by myself at Carolina's house. Normally,
it was a legit reason, though.
Yeah.
I was like out of town or something.
You were probably out of town. Because I would normally be right there on the couch, rubbing my jersey. I got weird stuff I do on third downs.
You rub the jersey?
I grab the jersey and I rub it.
Really? Do you tell people that? I don't think you've told me that.
I just told a lot of people that, yeah. Huh. Just in like 3rd and 7s and big
You're
downs.
at any point.
I'm down here like this.
Really?
Down here like that. And I'm also, we need to get that flag up, dude. I'm off tomorrow during the day. I'm going to get that flag taken care of.
Well, you got to get a poll then.
Yeah. And put it right out there.
Speaking of poll, this episode of polls is brought to you by Poll Disco.
PollDisco.com.
Poll Disco.
Everybody.
Get out there, everybody, and play some games while you're watching football this year.
I hope that it was Labor Day weekend. What a perfect weekend to play some Poll Disco.
Yeah, I'm sure you all played it last weekend. Play it again this weekend.
I'm going to play it tonight.
Poll Disco. Hashtag Poll Disco.
Hashtag Poll Disco. Hashtag
but
River.
We got to get a poll for the.
Also brought to you by Body by Happy Hour.
Body by Happy Hour.
BBHH.
Yeah. That's a good little diet. I might bring that to the stage. Body by Happy Hour.
Body by Happy Hour is a strong one. You'd have to call
Body by
Mark
Happy
Riashi on that one
and ask if I can bring that to the stage.
Because
there's probably some jokes there.
We got some ideas. Those are a strong day.
We've got a ludicrously sized Bengals flag.
Well, it's normal size, but I mean any size normal size flag. It's
got a Bengals helmet on it.
If we were to have an American, just a giant Bengals helmet.
Hello. We got to get that flag on. And then it's just crazy because the Ravens, you forget how much you hate them. And then also I'm looking at all these primers for the game, and it's like AJ Green has had the most catches of any wide receiver to start his career after 3 seasons ever. And I was like, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah. I knew he was up there, but he's leading in
ever.
Yeah.
And then Andy Dalton's got some good.
And then Dalton's got some interesting stuff. But Adriel Jeremiah, I mean, he's crazy good. And so hopefully he has another great year. I'm excited for that. I hate the Ravens. And you know what the other funny thing about like the girlfriend dynamic, when you have a girlfriend and it's like sports season or whatever, I don't think they understand overtime. And I think that's like...
I know that they don't understand overtime.
And I think that from a guy's perspective, that's like a trump card over, unless like somebody died.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? It's overtime.
Can we talk in 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, I'll call you as soon as overtime's over, but please,
Right.
I can't talk about this baby shower anymore.
Like, I think somebody just told me you're cheating on me. Look, it's overtime.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when
I'll
the
talk
game's
to you
over.
in 20 minutes.
Yeah. I just found out that you're having an affair.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
overtime.
But it's overtime.
Just
and we'll
started.
deal with it after overtime.
Tie game.
Overtime is way too stressful to do anything else.
Overtime. The concept of overtime is tough to explain.
Dude, there are so many times where
And
overtime. That's how you say it too.
it's
When you
overtime.
don't get that fourth down, you overtime.
It's
Fuck, here we
overtime.
go, dude. We're
Yeah.
going. This game's going
Yeah,
OT, dude.
This is happening.
This game's going OT.
Overtime. And then also, I always love having to explain to a girl that doesn't understand like how every game, because there's games as the season goes on. You can say the phrase, "This is the biggest game of the year."
6 times.
Probably even more than that, right?
Yeah.
Like you could say, "This is the biggest game of the year," because at that time you're not lying.
Yeah.
You're not
Biggest
lying
game
at
of the year
all.
so far?
This biggest game of the year, right here. And then like 2 weeks later, she's they're saying like, "Well, let's go do this."
Biggest
Look,
game.
baby, this is the biggest game of the year.
I thought last week.
Well,
was.
that was 2 weeks
but
ago. Well,
now-
yeah, because we won that. Now this is even
Gotta
bigger.
win this
is
one, yeah.
doubly big because of that victory. Remember big game? Remember that
big
W?
game. Yeah.
This is doubly big
Gotta have it.
because if we lose this, then that other game doesn't even matter.
Dude,
It's
so
crazy.
true.
I was doing that. I think college basketball is the best one when that stuff happens because the year keeps going on, and then there's mini tournaments in between. There's the conference tournament, and then there's the real tournament. You got to explain that.
Yeah.
There's a
That's
conference.
crazy.
Well, this is the conference tournament. Well, what's a conference? I don't know.
Stop. Yeah,
I don't
get away
even know
from me.
why, but we're in a conference.
We're in divisions and conferences?
Yeah, and then the big. Oh man.
Wait, I thought you hated the Steelers. Why do you hate the Ravens too?
And then you've got to
That
go.
one? You ever get that one? And you hate the Browns too?
Yeah,
And
I
you
hate 'em
also
all.
don't like these
And
people?
why-
I don't like
yeah, why-
anybody except for the
yeah.
Bengals, okay?
Then you seem very negative. You're a negative person because of sports. And then there's different sports where you're like, well, this is a division and this is a conference, and these are conference rivals, and then that's a division.
And then these guys
rival.
are also interstate rivals. We don't like these
Right.
guys if they're interstate.
And then like in football, there's like 4 divisions, but in like basketball, there's only 2 conferences.
Yeah.
You got to explain that. And you know what? And then you really get to explain in sports to a girl, and you realize it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, then you're just like, what am
and
I
then you're
explaining?
like, what am I watching?
Yeah, try it.
What's going
Have
on
your
with
girlfriend
me?
ask
And
you
then it
why.
turns into a self-introspection,
Yeah.
and then you're depressed.
When
and
you
go to
can
therapy.
explain the infield fly rule, you might know too much.
Yeah, can you?
I can, I think.
I'm pretty sure I can.
The infield fly rule is like when there's a man on any man on the base pass, and the ball is
In front
in
of-
between that area in the dirt, like in the base paths and all that, and a little bit beyond. You can't if you catch it. The infield fly rule states that the player's out, right? No
And
matter
it's-
what happened.
It's got to be, and it
If it's
almost has to be
dropped
like
or
a
if it's-
pop-up. It can't be a flare, right? It's
like
got to be a
real,
pop-up.
like a real pop up.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't want to have a situation where the guy intentionally misses the ball, hits the ground, so you can double somebody up.
Right. It has to be a ball that is so easily caught, and then also the player has to be. There has to be
certain
somebody
distance
on
away.
first and second, and run because I don't think you can have second
This
and
is what's
third.
going on, and then your girlfriend's looking at you like, "You're a fucking idiot. This is what you missed the wedding for." Yeah, I did.
It's tough.
No, it's kidding. But she did. She got on my Facebook feed. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man, that was
I
crazy.
heard you shit on the walls.
Yeah, she wrote that I ate Taco Bell breakfast.
Not a lie.
I've never eaten Taco Bell breakfast. I've not yet. I will soon.
You've never eaten Taco Bell breakfast. You're
No.
going to sit here on this podcast.
Yes, I am. I've never done it.
You swear to God.
The AM Crunchwrap, never tried it. I've thought about it a million times.
You have told me that you've tried it.
The AM Crunchwrap?
Yeah.
No,
Didn't you
Cam
have it?
Burns. Cam Burns did on the
You
river.
haven't had that
I've
fucking
never
thing?
Had it. Never had it. We were on the river and Cam Burns was swearing it up and down. Was going, I love it.
The AM Crunchwrap.
Yes.
He said the waffle taco, not so much.
He had tried 3 or 4 items.
He frowned on the waffle taco.
yeah. But
You're
either
going
way.
to sit here on here and put
Yes. Never tried it.
your hand to God?
Hand to God, man. Have a talk with God.
Huh.
But
I'll take your word for it.
either way. Taco Bell, man.
Yeah,
Fourth
and then
meal.
she told you. Yeah, she wrote on your wall
that
you
that I
shit
ate
on the wall.
that I ate the Taco Bell, shit my pants, and shit the walls. And it got like 15 likes. She was even really good at it. My phone, I was charging my phone, and I'm like, or she's like, you didn't bring your phone? I'm like, no, just leave it in charge.
Why
it was
would you?
it was untouched for like 2 hours.
Well, maybe you should question your trust.
I thought it was funny,
Oh yeah,
but I didn't shit the wall.
I don't know, man.
Just so everybody knows.
What else is going on in the world? We got what do you read? Are you reading anything these days?
Pearl Jam book, man.
You got I'll be a motherfucker.
In the
you
mail.
got
Look
a
at
Pearl.
this thing.
This book
Is
the
get some
size.
sound on this, on how loud this is. That's the size of the book.
That's the sound of the book getting put down.
On
This
the table.
book is as big as a baseball base.
Yeah, about right.
Pretty much a base.
I didn't know. I'm not going to lie. When I bought the book, I was like, I enjoyed the documentary Pearl Jam 20. Came out a couple years ago about the 20th anniversary of when they got together. My favorite band, Pearl Jam. And they, and I always heard there was a book, but I thought it was just like, a little tiny situation telling quick stories because they already did the documentary. This is what came in the mail. It is gigantic. It's just filled with everything you want to know about Pearl Jam, and it's awesome. I'm a big fan.
We'll get
so
it
far.
going. You know what we should get going is a little Instagram feed. We'll get a picture of that going.
Oh, sure.
This week we'll get the Brothers Turner on Instagram.
I like that. That's a
and
good idea.
Get this Pearl Jam book up because that's ridiculous.
If you want to skim through it, I'll just leave it out here because I'm reading it as I go. But it's really got some interesting stuff, some great pictures, set lists, and all sorts of stuff.
Are you going to sit in the park and read that?
Not in
Think
the
about
park.
people gonna,
That's more, like I said, it's a coffee
That's
table
an aggressive
situation.
book. Yeah, it's a coffee table book. Looks great. I mean, obviously, there's good content in there.
Yeah.
Just an aggressively sized
Yeah.
book. I think the
I do like
size
the
of
fact that it's a coffee table situation, but like it could be your grandma in here, like, oh, what's this Pearl Jam?
Oh, geez, is
I
that?
remember corduroy. I used to wear corduroy.
Yeah, that is. It looks interesting though. That's an interesting band to dive into. They've got some history.
It's cool. What I did like, I read just the foreword here by Cameron Crowe, the guy who wrote it, and he's not a hoarder. He doesn't say hoarder. It sounds like a hoarder though, but he keeps everything. He's got boxes full of stuff, and like he'll
He's
keep
probably organized with it. See, I keep shit and it's all over.
Well, here's how the thing started: is he was going through. He was like, moving becomes awful because all of a sudden you're like, where do I put all this stuff, and why do I have all this stuff? But he was going to move one day, and he went and found this box. He said Pearl Jam 90s, huge box, and he's going through all this stuff. He's like, God, that's all this shit.
Yeah.
And then he had found another box that said Pearl Jam 2000s, and he's got another whole 10 years worth of just stuff, and he's got some really cool stuff. It's awesome. Really interesting stuff. I'm jacked up about it.
That's exciting. I'm reading the short history of nearly everything.
Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting.
It's pretty
cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's literally a little. You know what it's like? It's like those episodes of Cosmos where they would kind of cover, hey, this is how this happened, like this discovery, this is what the backstory was, and stuff like that. And it's all those types of stories, but about everything from, obviously Einstein and some of those key discoveries, but also some smaller stuff like how they discovered how much the world weighed and how much just weird stuff.
But also interesting stuff.
Oh, it's really interesting stuff. Yeah, like things you would never think of, but like how we discovered what the world was made of and how old the world is.
How old
or
is
Earth,
the world?
I should say. Well, now we know that it's I forget exactly.
26 years old, right?
It's
It's just coming into its own.
it's a
like learning
couple
who it
hundred
is.
years old. They had the exact date, but at some point they thought that Earth was only like, maybe 200,000 years old. They were
Really?
like, dinosaurs are around,
Millions
what's that?
of years ago.
Yeah.
65 million.
65 million years ago. And it goes through the discovery of dinosaurs and of fossils and stuff like that. The first person that discovered it and who really got the credit and how they got the credit and how they got screwed over by this person who ended up dead broke when he died, but now is one of the most famous people because he got credited for that. It's a lot of interesting little
That is
stories
cool.
like that. So,
I mean, not cool what that guy did.
yeah. No, yeah, it's some
A lot of
shady
people do
stuff.
that,
A lot
yeah.
of people, yeah. And then like
It's still going on
And
today,
then-
man.
it's really interesting, some of the perspectives. I mean, these people that were discovering dinosaurs, they have these ideas, and they're like, these have to be this many years old, and then you're talking to about the 1800s in the church, and these people getting excommunicated. You pretty much had to lie about what you really believed to be true as a scientist, and the perception of society at that point, because you would risk everything saying what you really thought,
right.
like being the first dude to be like, dude, the Earth is like maybe 70 million years old at least.
Fuck you. You're out of the church,
everybody was like, you're fucking done. Yeah,
done.
you're out, dude. Jesus was here 2,000 years ago, and God made a little before that. We know that. We know that. So, really interesting stuff. That's actually a good book. Yeah, Bill Bryson.
I like that.
The Short History of Nearly Everything.
That's a great name for a book, too.
It is, yeah. It is a good one.
This
But
guy at work was telling me about a book called Why Men Have Nipples.
yeah,
Evolution and why do we have nipples? And you start to wonder.
why do we have nipples?
We don't use them. I don't use my nipples.
Oh, men?
Yeah.
They say that through evolution we might not have nipples, and
He said it's an interesting read, though, and a hell of a name for a book, too.
Huh.
Why do men have nipples?
¿Y por qué? ¿Por qué sí? ¿Por qué no? Well, I think what else is going on? Did we? I don't have much else to
Next
talk
weekend,
about.
we might be visiting Flagstaff.
We'll be up in Flagstaff next weekend. Yeah,
And a river reunion
up north.
situation. That'll be
River
fun,
gang.
dude. We're going to give a plaque to our captain, my captain, Dave Bledsoe, dude.
And we should honor Derek Jeter as well,
Why is that?
just because he's the captain and he's retiring too. But
Maybe
it'd
make
probably
a
be
plaque
maybe
for him
different. Yeah,
and
different.
hand it to somebody else.
Maybe, yeah, that'd be a little confusing, I guess. Maybe we should
you
just
know what?
go
I
with
was
the
thinking
captain.
that's actually pretty fun. The other day, someone was like, I was like, I'm feeling a little down. And they were like, what's wrong? I was like, Derek Jeter's retiring, man. It is
Somebody said that to you?
actually pretty strange.
I think
No, I said it to myself. I said it out loud. I was like, I saw him up there, and I was like, man, that's going to be weird. This guy's not going to be on the Yankees anymore. That's all I've known.
he's been a constant figure in sports
Since I was 10
for
years
the
old.
past 17 years, 18 years.
20 years. This is 20th year.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
94? No, he was 96. 18 years.
Pretty sure it's his 20th year in the league.
All right, I think he's.
Chipper
I'm
Jones was his
almost.
first year in the league.
I'm almost positive Jeter was 96. I could be wrong.
He was a
now.
rookie when they won the World Series?
No, they won the World Series in 90 because 96 they did not win the World Series. 97 was the Marlins. 98, 99, 2001.
Were
Or no,
the
2000 they won the World Series.
Lakers.
And the Lakers.
Yeah, dynasties. It's
Yankees
been a
and
long
Lakers,
time,
yeah.
man.
But either way, yeah, Jeter is a amazing human being. But we digress. Next week we'll be honoring our captain that brought us down the river safely, Dave Bledsoe.
DB, dude.
Drank wine out of a dog bowl on day 9. This dude is he's a champ, dude.
That guy's a man.
Slugging fireball like water.
Where's first night out? First night in.
Would you mind if I taste some of that fire water? What did he say?
That's exactly what he said. Can I try some of that cinnamon whiskey?
Some of that
And we were
cinnamon
like,
whiskey.
absolutely, man. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? Get
Little
out of
did
it.
we
And then
know.
like, whoa. I said try.
Dude was a sauce machine, dude. He was soaking in this shit like some chicken teriyaki.
Oh, God, that was such a strong pull.
That was crazy. But yeah, so that'll be fun. Next weekend will be good. This weekend, probably just watching a ludicrous amount of football, but mainly the Bengals.
That's the plan, man.
The
Gotta
Bengals.
kick those Ravens.
We
That's
got a
Houday.
nice little
I'd like to
goon
say
squad.
Houday to all my Cincinnati Bengals
Houday.
fans out there.
Hooday to everybody. Next week we'll probably be entering this realm. Yeah, we might play the fight song. We might not. We'll see.
Hear
If
that
we
Bengal
win,
growling.
If we win, we're going to hear those Bengals growling. But for now, we're going to end it with we'll bookend it with a little bit more John Mayer.
Heyo.
What do we got here? We got Herbie Hancock featuring John Mayer. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll leave you guys on this. We love y'all in very weird ways. You guys know it.
Love you guys. Houday. Much love and respect to everybody out there.
Hooday! Everybody enjoy the opening weekend of the NFL.
Be safe. Don't drive.
Yes, lock it up.
Mm-hmm.
Do not drive. And but if you do, 10-2.
There you go. That rhymes. I like that.
All right. God bless everybody, and a good night.
Exactly how you hear it is exactly how it all went down. It was later in the evening that the facts and the figures got turned around. True, there was a woman, yes, she did advance my way. And I can't be sure exactly, but I swear I saw her say my name. It was the right time, she was the real thing. I had to walk away. See, don't wanna be stitched up, out of my mind, feeling strung out, lagging behind, all trapped in. Can't do a thing because I'm locked down. Stitched up, feeling the burn, all strung out. I finally learned that trapped in. Can't do a thing because I'm locked down. I wonder where she came from, I wonder where she's gotta go. Who's to say she's single? Who's to say she's on her own? Girls like that don't sleep alone.
Alright, here's the thing.
That girl is flawless, and I know I'm not the first one to think that. Since I'm not the first, I sure won't be the last. Spend my whole life looking behind my back, I just don't think I'm up to that. Stitched up, out of my mind, feeling strung out, lagging behind, all trapped in. Can't do a thing because I'm locked down. Stitched up, feeling the burn, all strung out. I finally learned that trapped in, you can't do a thing because you're locked down. Cause I'm locked down. Stitched up, feeling the burn, all strung out. I finally learned that trapped in, you can't do a thing because you're locked down. Locked down. Stitch me up, string me out, trap me in, lock me down. Stitch me up, string me out, trap me in, lock me down. I don't wanna be stitch me up, string me out, trap me in, lock me down. Stitch me up, string me out, because I'm down and down and down.
Hey, you'll listen to another show on the 4Odd Radio Network. For more shows, you can go and check out 4oddradio.com. Alizé.